And please, you can't tell me, Don, this was bad simply because Bruno Fernandes wasn't there. Because you had Van de Beek and Pogba, and
I don't think Van de Beek is made for that position behind two strikers. That's my point before Don speaks.
Is that it? Is that Donny van de Beek not made to play at the tip of a diamond?
I think he is made to play for a club like Man United, but for whatever reason, he doesn't get a chance, and you can see it in his eyes, you can see it in his face. He's lacking confidence, and that's natural. You know, when you come in from Ajax for a big fee, and you are probably in one of the top 12 midfield players in the world in terms of his form, and you go to a club like Man U, you think you're going to be brilliant. You think you're going to get in the 11 and you're going to be exceptional. And he can't buy a starting place. And if he buys one starting place, he gets dragged after an hour, or he doesn't get a run of 4 or 5 games, which anyone needs.
But what's his position, Don?
Over-reliant on...
Don,
sorry?
Do you agree with Jules that he can't play as the tip of the diamond? He can't play in the hole. That's what Jules is saying. Do you agree with that?
Not necessarily. I mean, he is best as a number 10, but I don't think he's going to oust Bruno Fernandes. He's the best number 10 they've got. But Donny van de Beek can play as an 8. He doesn't have to, he's not a holding midfield player, but he can play as an 8. You know, he can play a variety of roles, not too many. But I just look at United and I just think if you stop Bruno Fernandes from playing, I just think they turn into a really average side. And Bruno Fernandes can be stopped. He's not this guy who's got a trick. He's not a guy that's got loads of pace. He's not a guy that's got an engine who goes box to box. He relies on a little bit of space. And if he gets freed up, he's exceptional with his vision and his long-range passing. He can take a penalty and a free kick. But I don't see him as being this unbelievable player. I see his stats and his numbers being good, but if he doesn't get an assist or a goal, he's very ineffective in a game.
Is that a bit harsh on Bruno?
I mean, that's one for another show, I think, because we could do the whole show on Bruno Fernandes and his impact and not impact. For Van de Beek, and we saw it in the great run that Ajax had in the Champions League, for me, he's best almost as a second striker, but with the freedom of pretty much being everywhere on the pitch. And I think people, and rightly, criticize him for the performance against Leicester. It was difficult. But his dummy makes the Mason Greenwood goal. It's not the cross from Pogba. It's not Greenwood's run.
Of course.
It's the dummy that makes it. So he's got that in him, that intelligence, the awareness, all of that. But if you only use him once every 4 months, you're hardly going to give him enough rhythm to then be more efficient in a game. And I just think it's a shame. And I certainly don't think as a number 10 behind two strikers, that's his position, because there's no room for him to run into the box, or at least not enough than when he could be at his best.
It would take a lot more sophisticated tactical work for it to work in that way. With the
and you know what I wonder about the Diamond Gap? Maybe it's not working because they don't work enough about it at training, because otherwise...
Because they don't have any training sessions because of the stupid...
Maybe the manager, is not...
You watch it.
But
Jan's listening.
We said the other day there's been some baby steps in terms of improvement, and then I watched the game on Sunday and I think, where's the improvement? There's no improvement. What is this? It's almost like one step, a mini step forward, and then a huge step back. Every 2 months we have that.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.